I think there was a question on there regarding if they don't have the vaccine, would they be allowed to travel abroad? Almost like a biological passport. If I'm
Yeah.
happy to take that unless someone else wants, or Dr.
Yeah.
Nasir
Did
wants to
you,
pick
did
that
you want
one
to
up.
take that one on for now while I sort this out?
Shall I take that one?
Go on, Kasim. Yeah, do that one then.
So from what I understand, that there's no such thing as a biological passport. So you not having this vaccine does not mean that you will not be allowed to travel, or to travel you need the vaccine. What it may mean is that you have to carry on doing what you're doing now. Testing before you go, and if you go to an area that's high risk rates of coronavirus, you may have to come back in quarantine for 14 days. So it may mean that things may not change for you, but to refuse you to go, that was clarified, and they were very clear that there'd be no biological passport there. I think there was a second part to that question, but I can't remember. So I just want to make sure I've answered the question fully. So no to the biological. Oh yeah, I think the other question was, if they had refused, could they have the vaccine again? Yes. Look, we want you to make an informed choice. We don't want to force a choice on you. If you don't want to have the vaccine because you generally are fearful, fine, we're not going to force you to have this vaccine. If you change your mind, let us know. You may have to wait a bit because we are working down a list. But yeah, it's not you've got to make a yes or no, and that's if you say no, we'll never vaccinate you again. No, that's not true.
Can I just second that? I think Dr. Qasim's made a really important point for us in practice. The channels of communication are open. The doctors, the nurses, everybody's there to have that discussion with you about the benefits and the potential or small risks of the vaccine. And those doors won't be closed. And if you change your mind, you can approach us, approach the practice, approach whoever you need to get this done. So the doors will be open. And that's really important, because it is a group of people who think they only have one chance, and they have to say yes or no on the telephone or go to that appointment. No, you've got time to think. You haven't really got time to think, but you should be able to weigh up the pros and cons in your mind. I think that's really important.
I just want to add to that, if I can, because yes, you have time to think, but we also have an active pandemic. So you're going to be very, very limited in what you can do, as will the rest of the population, until we have a certain percentage of the population have both vaccines. And in that time, you can catch it. And we know the virus causes death, and we know it can cause irreversible organ damage and disability. So the decision is yours in what choice you make, but you have to weigh the realities of the virus against what we know about the vaccine. And that's the choice that you have to make.
Some of the brothers and sisters are mentioning that other countries are requiring certificates of vaccination. We have no control over other countries. I can only tell you what the rules are in this country. But frankly, you go to countries in Africa, you have to have a yellow fever injection before you're allowed in. So each of the countries may have their own rules. So yeah, so thank you for that point. If that is true, thank you. We're more than happy to not change, but change what we said then. But yeah, so if that's true in Saudi Arabia, that's not something that we can do. That's their rules. That's what they've decided. We have no control over that.
Mm-hmm.